81-year-old Anna Crowley just found out the insulin her doctor prescribed to control her diabetes isn't an option.
I can't afford $400 a month.
She says it's not sufficiently covered by her health plan.
They definitely shouldn't be this expensive.
So she's settling for another version of insulin she buys from Walmart. She says it doesn't work as well. The high cost of managing her diabetes has made her cut costs elsewhere.
I would like to buy extra things for myself that I can't buy.
Things like new shoes,
Clothing.
but she puts that off for a potentially life-saving drug. Crowley discovered she couldn't afford the insulin she really wanted here at her local pharmacy. The owner is Rebecca Fletcher, who says her hands are tied.
A bottle of rapid-acting insulin, something they would take before bedtime, can start off, around $275 to $300.
Other types are even pricier.
So that's going to be around $440.
A vial of insulin at this pharmacy sells for up to around $700. That's if someone needed insulin without adequate insurance. But this costs just a small fraction to make. So why is it so expensive?
It's a great question.
Between 2014 and 2018, the average list price of insulin in the United States increased by more than 40%, according to researchers. We interviewed Fletcher, along with nonprofits, lawmakers, and endocrinologists about why.
It's a very complicated problem. The
problem of insulin's skyrocketing costs stems largely from limited competition and lack of transparency throughout the supply chain. Industry experts say that enables parts of that supply chain to reap big profits.
Everyone's just kind of taking a cut here and there and there,
which drives up the price. Researchers say middlemen are among those most responsible. They include the wholesaler, pharmacy, health plan, and pharmacy benefit manager, or PBM, who negotiates prices. Over the years, middlemen have grown to account for more than half of insulin's cost.
And who pays the price?
Ultimately, the patient pays the price.
The result can be devastating. University of Louisville endocrinologist Fred Williams says some patients make this last much longer than it should.
They ration their medicine.
It can lead to serious health complications,
like heart attack, stroke, blindness,
even death. But recent legislation in Kentucky has made strides to make insulin more affordable. As of January 1st, Kentucky became one of 20 states, plus Washington, D.C., to put a cap on the monthly amount people with diabetes pay for their insulin. But it only applies to a portion of Kentucky's diabetic population, state employees, and people with state-regulated health plans.
It catches a lot of people in Kentucky.
But not everyone. Kentucky lawmaker Patty Minter estimates the legislation applies to less than half of people with diabetes in the state. For the rest, insulin prices may be insurmountable.
I believe access to insulin is a basic human right.
The next step, she says, is for state and federal legislation to bring down the cost of insulin for those who are uninsured or underinsured. For now, Fletcher says many who can't afford insulin are silent sufferers.
There's a lot of people who kind of hide themselves.
Are there some patients that just kind of fall off the radar?
Oh, yeah.
Crowley says she'll be one of them. She won't be going to her local pharmacy anytime soon because she can't afford to. She describes the feeling that overwhelms her.
Mostly angry.
Over something that costs as little as around $3 to make.
Somebody is really making a lot of money off of this.
But sells to people like Crowley for multiple times that amount.
People with diabetes didn't ask to get it. We need help.
In Louisville, I'm Paula Vassan, WHAS 11, on your side.
If you need the Focus team to investigate an issue, here's how you can reach them. Send them an email, focus@WHAS11.com.